You live.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Anson Ashby with Tools Rock, and I am going to be hosting and entertaining you for the next half hour or hour, depending on how long this goes. Mark and Joe Shoup are attending other events, and so I wanted to open this up. And what we're going to do today, this is going to be a really interactive session. Over the last 3 sessions, we have dived into how to generate leads using Facebook. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of hone in on that a little bit further, and just to see kind of what people have. This is a process. This is not this is the way that we've taught, or the way that I've kind of been laid out the game plan. It's a process, and it takes time, it takes effort, it takes diligence, consistency. And so what I'd really like to hear is, what have you guys been doing? We've been going over this training for the last 3 weeks, and I want to see, I want to hear, I want to share. I want people to share successes, failures, challenges. The biggest and most important part of this is you're actually participating. And so that is what our training is going to be tonight. So go ahead and just, if you could, in the chat bar there, just say hello, say hi, say you're here, say you can hear me. I am going to share my screen, and I'm going to put on my Facebook page here. But yeah, we went over creating the brand, and kind of the steps people take to do that, and what you should do to do that, and then start to add that content. And then it was really about finding people that were good for you, good for your network, good for your business, and connecting with them, and to start to generate a following yourself. So with that, I am going to just engage. And okay, let's see here. Hey, okay, I can hear you. I'm here in sponge mode. I love it. I can hear you. Can hear you. Okay, perfect. So hold on a second here, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I had my my 5-year-old run in saying there's a bee in his bed. So I apologize about that. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to jump over to my my Facebook page here, and I can see your comments, I can see your chat. So, but I really want to hear, we've gone over, like I said, we've taken some steps to create that brand, and to start to engage and find those targeted audience and engage with them. And that's really what Facebook is about. It's all about that attraction marketing, and it has really little to do with how many friends you have or how many posts you do. It's about creating that brand, and then start marketing that brand through content, right, through things you say and things you share, and then creating that following. And that's really what we're here to talk about today is what challenges have you had, what successes, what failures, and are you doing it? Are you putting yourself out there, right? Because that's the biggest hurdle that you're going to go through is getting yourself out there to start attracting those people. So I want to hear, guys. Just give me some feedback. I see this chat. Everybody's saying, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm sponge. I'm ready to learn." But we've gone through some very, like I said, we've been very detailed, and I personally, I feel that we've gone at a pace that almost anybody can follow. And so what are the experiences? What have you seen? What if you are you connecting with people in your network? Are you liking pages? Are you commenting on other people's posts? Are you creating content? And I'll be honest with you guys, if you're not doing that, then what's the point of all this? What is the point of trying to? You have a business. Your business is Carrot Bars. It's a tremendous business. And what we do, or what I do on these calls, is I share a little insight into how to grow your business. And so, what are people doing to do that? What are you guys doing to grow your business? What are some of the tools that we've shared over the last 3 weeks? Are you implementing those? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you trying something new? So that's really the question, guys. So this is a fully interactive call. Joe and Mark are unable to attend tonight, but I'm here, and I've been hosting for the most part the last 3 weeks, last 3 Tuesday evening calls, and I've been doing it on Facebook and how to generate leads on Facebook. And so what I would, like I said, what I would like to see or hear or just understand is, what are you guys doing? Are you having success? What are you trying? What aren't you trying? Where are you finding that you can't you can't take that next step? Where in the process are you unable to take that next step? Right? Because at some point you're taking the material, you're watching the replays on YouTube, and either you're kind of going full force into it, or at some point you're saying, oh shoot, I don't know if I can do this. So at what point is that? And so just so you guys know, I can see the chat bar, and there's not a single person that has added anything in terms of what they've done. And so I don't know if it's whether you are shy to participate or you haven't done anything. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so we're getting some feedback here. Let's see here. Okay, Kendra, well, you can just type it in there. If I can get to it, I'll get to it. Okay, so here's a question. Okay, great. I couldn't find where to follow anyone. All right, perfect question. Thank you so much, Shirley. Let's go ahead and go in here. Okay, so if you are, the nice thing about network marketers, or the successful network marketers, is that they are very present on social media. So here is hold on, I apologize. My computer is a little bit kind of glitchy. So here's one. Okay, Brilliant Recruiting. Okay, Brilliant Recruiting System. This is a competitor to Tools Rock, so don't pay attention to that. But anyway, so the person that creates this is a guy by the name of Tim Sales. He's actually a friend of mine. He's a great person. So, but if I were to type in Tim Sales at the top here, I'm guessing that he has created a business page for himself. And I'm already friends with him. Oh, no, I'm not. Huh. Let me send him a friend request. This is his personal page. Okay. And he has not allowed you to follow him. Okay. But there are people out there, and let me find another person because Tim is not up to. the social media. All right, here's Troy Dooley, which I think I talked about the other day. Where is Troy Dooley? So this is very interesting. I'm guessing that Facebook has not allowed, this is strange. This must have happened very recently, where they do not allow you to follow or subscribe. Hold on a sec. Let me try one more thing here. Okay, yeah, here we go. So in the kind of the cover photo here, you see where it says follow? You can click on that and follow that person. And maybe I missed it in the last one. Let me go back to the last page where this is old one. Okay, yeah, you can. You can click on follow up in the cover photo. Okay, so that is where, that's a great question, by the way, but that is where you can follow somebody, okay? And we talked about that last week, right? You want to follow, so you want to follow the influential people in network marketing, in home business, in gold and currency. You want to follow them, and when they make a comment, you want to comment on that comment. Or if somebody else makes a comment on their comment, you want to like that comment, right? Click on the like button. So great question. And Shirley, let me know if you understand kind of how to do that. Yes. Okay. So this is another great question. So the question is, do I have to use a picture of myself? And let me go to my picture, which is much better. But no, you don't. You don't have to use a picture of yourself. You can use any picture, right? But just kind of keep it in line to if you're not going to use a picture of yourself, then use a picture of something that inspires you or motivates you, or something that you hope to attain, or that you really maybe if you guys are in gold, like just have like stacks of gold bullions as your profile picture. If you don't want to put a picture of yourself, I definitely, if you're okay with putting a picture of yourself, I definitely recommend doing that, because people want to see you, they want to know you, they want get to it's like they want to have a connection with you, right? So if you're open to putting your own picture, then do that, but you don't have to. So I'm going to pull the chat bar over here. I just want to make sure that, can you guys still see? Hold on. Can you guys still see my Facebook page? Just let me know. I moved the chat screen to a different screen. So, all right, this is great. We're getting some really great feedback here. Okay. Okay, so Andrew, I think I addressed your question. I missed. Okay, so Shirley, you had a. Okay, Shirley, let me know if I answered your question. Okay, here's a great question. This question comes up a lot. Do I create a separate account or maybe a business page? And it's really your own personal preference. Okay, my feeling is that you just do it all on one account, but that's just me, right? To manage two accounts, it's too much. I run Tools Rock, and just managing that account is a lot. So I prefer just to manage one account and kind of going and doing it that way. But you can have two accounts. But what you can do also is when you have just one account, you can filter and organize who can see what in your account. We went over that in one of the videos. So review some of those videos, but you can actually, you know, if you want certain people to see, you know, this on your page or that, then you can make that choice, right? So if people were to go to if you were to go to my Facebook page, there's stuff that you wouldn't see. You wouldn't see this article here, okay? You wouldn't see this article here, because those are all articles that people have either tagged me on, okay, or I've liked those. See that. All you can see is my posts. So there's ways of setting up your system to where you know, people can only see what you want them to see. Okay. Okay, Kendra, great question. That is a question that Joe's going to have to address. The question was about integrating Lead Skimmer and Tools Rock, but that's a Joe Shoot question. All right, great, Mary. So Mary's, I hope you guys don't mind me using your first names, but she tweaked her personal settings, her privacy settings, and she's made herself more transparent. Shirley, I don't understand that question. What about Aaron Weasley means? I don't understand that question. So Scott, okay, so I comment regularly, I like regularly, and post. Hold on here. Let's see here. So it said, I comment regularly, I like regularly, I post regularly, and comment, have definite followers that I need, that I feel could transfer over, but would need to be done. So on a business page, yes, no, maybe. Okay. So the question. So you're commenting regularly, you're liking regularly, or posting regularly. You're getting followers, and that you feel you could transfer over to kind of, you know, customers, but would need to be done so on a business page. Are you talking about a Facebook business page? And that's a great question. So again, what we're trying to do, the whole goal is to get people to engage with you. So don't think about it as, can I convert them to a customer? Just say, hey, I want to engage with them. I want them to follow me. I want them to, you know, engage in what I'm putting out there, or what I'm commenting on. Because that takes time, right? That takes time. This isn't a, you know, buy 100 leads and talk to 20 people a day. This is a slow process, right? This is a organic process. So what you're doing is in commenting regularly and liking and posting. That's perfect. It's perfect. So give it 6 months, right? Give it 6 months and do that daily for 6 months, and I guarantee you, your following is going to be massive, right? It's going to be just super powerful, and people are going to be, you know, they're going to want to know, like, what are you doing, Scott? Give me more information, because every day you're adding, right? So it's organic. We're just starting. So don't, Scott, I mean, I the fact that you're doing what you're doing is fantastic. It's awesome. But don't kind of rush to like converting. Okay. So just want to make sure that you're okay with that. That's right. So uh, the question was, sometimes you can follow people and sometimes you cannot. Um, that is correct. So some people will set up uh, their Facebook page to where you can follow them, and some people will set it up to where you can't follow them. Now, most big time networkers will set it up. I would say almost all big time networkers will set it up so that you can follow them because they want you to follow them, right? Because their goal is to eventually get you on their team, right? Get you in their company. But yes, the statement is correct that some people will set it up to where you can and some people will set it up to where you can't. And that's all done through your privacy settings. I would make sure that you have your privacy settings set up so that people can follow you, right? Because some people will want to hear what you're saying, but not necessarily want to go through the process of you accepting them as a friend. Right? Makes sense? So make sure that your settings are set so that people can follow you, and that like I said, if you're looking for other people to engage with, if they're not allowing people to follow them, then either they don't know that they can do that, or they've kind of got things screwed up. Okay, here's a great question. What's the difference between a personal page and a fan page? Can you do advertising on personal pages? So the difference between a personal page and a fan page. So a fan page is basically a business page. Okay, so I can go to hold on. I'm going to go to a business page, which is the Tools Rock page. Okay, which has not been active for a while here because we're working on our whole strategy. But this is a fan page, right? There's no like, you can't on a fan page, you can't like people, you can't really comment on other people's comments. It's just a way to it's basically like, hey, I'm gonna put out information, right? I'm gonna send out information, and I'm gonna hope that people will respond to that. On a personal page, you can do a ton of different, you can everything we've gone over, we've commented, we've shared, we've connected, and that's really the biggest difference. Is the fan page is a business page. It's a business page. You can't there's many things that you cannot do on a fan page that you can do on a personal page. And on a personal page, I mean, that's basically all the training we've done is creating your brand, your personal brand, to where people start to connect with you. And now here's the other thing. People want to sometimes disassociate themselves from their home business, right? They say, oh, well, I am a husband, and I have, I have a wife and I have kids, and I work at a corporate job, and then I have this other home business that I'm doing, but I don't want anybody to know about it. So I need to create a fan page so that I can market my business through that fan page. That's very difficult to do. It is very difficult to do. So if it's a secret to everybody that you have this home business, then it can be difficult. But my suggestion is if you're kind of getting just started with Facebook and marketing yourself on Facebook, it's just, do it through your personal page. We can do a training kind of later on as to building a fan page and what you should do to start to generate a following. But for right now, I would just focus on the personal page. Okay, here's a great question. Thanks, Scott, for adding this question. I cannot get a handle on tagging. So tagging, and you say other actions, so I'm a little bit unclear as to what the other actions are, but tagging is, I could say here, my wife is taking classes in Los Angeles, and so I could say, I miss my wife. Oops. So much, right? And then you see this tag, people. So you click on this tag, and you say, and I just put my wife's, boom, and she's tagged, right? And I would just post that. So the tagging is just, and then you can add anybody that or anybody that you're connected with on Facebook. So you just type the name in there once you click on the tagging, and that's it. I'm gonna actually post that. There you go. She's gonna call me, worried. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, Shirley. Oh, okay. Yeah. So sorry, Shirley. I don't know who that person is, but if they are an internet marketing guru, then go ahead and follow them. Okay. So yeah, like I said, so if you have to like somebody, you can't follow. So like I said, go to their profile picture, right? So let's just type in a random name. Mark Jones. Okay, so let's search. Let's search Mark Jones. I don't know who Mark Jones is, but we're going to go to people. Okay, so let's just click on this person. Okay, so Mark Jones, which hopefully it's not a 5-year-old, or it's probably this, but he has not set up his account to where people can actually follow him. You have to add him as a friend. Okay, but like I said before, the people that are into marketing on Facebook, they're going to allow you to follow them. Scott, I do not understand what you. My Facebook looks like something. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, and so okay. So here's another. Are you okay? Let me just keep going here. Mary, yes, you can like Tools Rock on your page. Okay, Kendra's. Okay, you guys can all see this chat. That's great. Okay, are there any more questions here? I want to make sure. I feel like there have been a ton of questions that kind of piled in. Scott, did I answer your question about tagging? I just got a text from my wife. Look at that. I posted it and she's like, "Hey, are you okay?" Okay, guys. So I would love to hear about others commenting, posting, following, liking. Like, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? Because again, at the end of the day, unless you're taking that action, right? Unless you're actually pursuing it, then nothing, you don't expect any results. Kendra, I'm going to have to talk to Joe about that particular question, because I'm not fully kind of understanding it. So let's do this outside of this call. Okay, so so when you try to post, when you try to share a post, there are 4 or 5 different icons that pop up. So right, so there. I mean, I don't know. You guys saw how I just added. I miss my wife so much, right? And there's these down here at the bottom, but you can add a photo to your post. You can tag people. You can do the emojicon, or what do they call it? The feelings. You can pin a location, and then you can time your post. So if you wanted to, set your post to go out a few hours after if you want to time your post, you can set, you can schedule your post at any time. Okay, great, Mary. That's awesome. Mary is liking professional contacts. That's awesome. I'm telling you guys, if you do this daily, I said this before, if you do this daily, and when I say daily, it could take 30 minutes a day. It's not gonna, it doesn't take a ton of time, but you will have results. Okay, guys. So listen, I don't want to leave a lot of dead air out there. I'm gonna wrap this up. I feel like we've gone through most of your questions, but obviously, if you do have more questions, then we're going to do this again next Tuesday. I want to be able to. So my goal is to be able to move to a kind of a different subject, right? So we've got, we do Facebook, and then I'm going to move to Google and creating leads on Google. But obviously, if you've got to start to dive into the Facebook stuff. If you're not comfortable with it, then just kind of identify where that discomfort is, and try to move on from there. But next week, I would like to move to a completely different subject. So I wanted to take the time today to just address anything, which we had some great questions today. But I want to address anything that came up. So with that, I am going to go ahead and cut this one out. And if there are questions, then you guys can email me at anson@toolsrock.me. Kendra, I know that you've got some unanswered questions. So just go ahead and call me at 919-473-6568. And for everybody else, go out there and get involved. Take action. I mean, you guys have a great product. Just go out and connect with people. There's millions and millions of people that need what you guys have to offer. So with that, have a great evening, and we will talk next week.